How did F45 still remain till this day? Is it just deeper pockets?
Well, they're not what they used to be.
Oh.
Oh, I mean, they're if you research what happened to them, there's lawsuits and scandals and franchisees. Basically, listen, I know a lot of those guys, and I'm just going on what's in the news, but we're saying, what they were promised and what they got. The when you run a franchise, it's very litigious. It's a huge amount of liability if you're the franchisor, if it's your business.
Yeah.
Because what I'm saying to you is, all right, Patrick, here, this business works. Here is the disclosure of what it can do financially. This is what's proven other gyms can do. And this is what we're going to give you. Here's the support we're going to give you. Here's how we're going to help you be successful. And so you as an entrepreneur, you go, well, I can go invent something new and start my own thing, or just give these guys some money and I've got the brand and they're going to support me and it's proven it'll work. And a lot of times in franchising, it's a lot rosier on the spreadsheet than it is in reality.
Yes.
So they had a mass exodus of franchises and lawsuits and stuff like that, and stock crashed. And like Mark Wahlberg is the only person who really got paid out of this because he was their big ambassador. Yeah, and he was a big investor. He got paid, but very few other people along the way made anything about it. But they're still around, and I know a lot of the franchise owners, and they have cool communities, and I've never hated on them. I just wanted to be bigger and better than them at the time.
Yeah. Is the key to the success the community that you have built?
First of all, it's the culture. Like what is the culture and ethos of the people in the gym? That's the very first thing, because that's what attracts the community. So like if you have a service first, like our culture was like the highest level of service, pure facts, no pseudo BS, no bro science. It was all science-based, real stuff with like the best customer service we could give. Like, right. And treat people with respect and treat them like adults and educate them along the way instead of just saying, okay, do this, stop, watch, like, educate them.
But do you also charge a premium to kind of like filter the customers in a way?
We were, when we opened our first outlet, right, because there was no real, the model was so unique and the industry was super young. In Singapore, it almost didn't exist. We were very expensive. we were very expensive, and that was by design. It was like this may or may not work. This experiment we're doing, and we were like, I mean, this is 15, 16 years ago. We were like, $369 to $399 a month.
Whoa!
For a gym membership. But we were Raffles Place.
Sport, man.
So so our model was in and out in 30 minutes, and so it was the perfect place for bankers and lawyers to come in. They got to be in a hurry and get the workout in, and so it really worked there, and it allowed us to prove the model. And then as we expanded, we moderated the prices to reasonable levels. We had such high service levels because I was just like, if we're going to be this expensive, it has to be the best teams and the best culture in the world. And when you have that culture that's solidified and the people really believe in it, then the community is attracted to that.
Eventually, it kind of becomes like a PR site for all the ballers,
Yeah.
It's a small little community.
Yeah. And every gym has its different ethos and its different vibe and its feel. And but if you're a meathead gym, you will attract meatheads. If you're a founder and your trainers and all, they're all steroided up and cargo shorts and jacked in tight Baby Gap t-shirts. Well, guess who's going to be attracted to that? People who want to be that.
So after you exit Ritual, then the other franchise, they are just like running by themselves.
Yeah.
You have no like relation with.
I have relations, but no, I'm not involved in any way, shape, or form. The Ritual thing, because our story was wild. We were the pretty girl at the dance, and people were throwing money at us. And so for years we took no institutional money. We had all of the VCs and private equities coming to us, like literally like leaving name cards at the front desk reception. Can you tell the CEO to call me?
Whoa!
And we intentionally didn't take their money. It was all our money, friends and family, and a few clients who really liked us along the way. And we were just taking small, as just enough to grow. And because I didn't want to give up control, and because we knew we had something special, we were waiting it out. And then we were ready to do this big raise, and I had negotiated a massive first round of funding.
20 million.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So Straits Time, man.
So yeah, correct.
Insane. From
yeah,
from
from
China company.
Japanese.
Japanese company. Yeah.
And it was like a 9-month deal I worked on, and they were scheduled to fly in April 2020 to the opening of our Orchard Road branch. We
Bloody hell, March circuit breaker.
Yeah, they were scheduled to fly in to sign the term sheet, and we were launching a new gym, and we were going to have this massive thing. Some guy you may know named Zushan was going to DJ, and it was going to be a wild party. It was celebrities, media, and it was going to be our big hey, F45, we're coming after you. Yeah. And then the world fell apart.
Oh.
And we went from being the pretty girl at the dance who everyone was throwing money at to, I think I pitched like 60, 70 times, and no one would touch us.
Damn.
No one was going to invest in retail brick and mortar fitness that's got operations all around the world, even after the pandemic. Like no one was like, no, that's not touching that.
For such a successful gym, right? 14 years, right? And one pandemic, right? And essentially the pandemic the main impact only is 1 year. And then precautionary measures were done additional 1 more year. That's why it's 2 years, right? But technically it's only 1 year. But it can wreck a 14-year.
Oh yeah. You go from, making a few $100,000 a month, say $500,000-$600,000 a month.
What the
profitable,
fuck, dude?
To zero.
Yeah.
And then sure you got some help early on from relief and all that, but it didn't scratch the surface of what we were really losing. Yeah. We had a full tech team building tech products in multiple languages. We had like 6 apps and all, and so the whole it got very big very quick. And it just got to a point of looking at it going like, even if we can survive this, it'll take years to if the shape of the company was just so bad and so ugly by the time and by the time it started, and what everyone expected was after COVID, it's going to bounce right back. And for restaurants, it didn't just bounce back, it bounced bigger, right? But for anything else, there was this weird shift that I didn't see coming. I was all over Business Times saying like, this is what's going to happen after the pandemic's over, and it's still not the same. Yeah. Because a couple of things happened. One is people learned how to work out at home by themselves. Yeah. 2, no one. So we were we're next to the office. You can come over to the office in your business shirt and we'll give you clothes. You don't have to train with shoes.
Now everything work from home.
Yeah. And so they come, and it was a great value proposition for them because they sneak from the office, hang their stuff in the locker, charge their phone in the locker, train, take a shower, put the clothes back on, and they're right back in the office. And now you're working from home. Maybe you're in the office 2 days a week, 3 days a week. Are you going to spend a bunch of money for a gym membership next to your office? Yeah. When you've got a home gym, there's a gym next to your office you can go to, and so the whole landscape changed significantly. Yeah. So it was a real slow trickle back to growth, and we were expecting to go right back up, and it was really slow, and we just didn't have the runway.
Same for clubbing, people learn how to live without clubbing.
That's the other thing. People got comfortable staying at home, and we're seeing it now big time in nightlife. It's still and I look at my friends and I, okay, sure, age is part of it, but we used to go out every weekend. Yeah. Where's the people now? Yeah, and now if I have to go out, I'm annoyed. Fine, because my friend's doing it, I'll go support him. And it's really changed. People got really comfortable being at home. Yeah. And the consumer behavior really, really changed around fitness for a while.
Are there no businesses in the world that is not one disaster away from complete failure?
Every business, especially, unless you are
mega
legacy, is one disaster and a sneeze away from collapse. It's a very that's why entrepreneurship is a wild thing, and if it's a mental health crisis one day to the next. One day is great, the next hour is a disaster, and it's just one crisis management to one success, and then over time you find yourself you have a success and you don't even feel it. Yeah. Because you're just so accustomed to the cycle.